Hello, dear friends. This is the poetry recording for Thursday, August 28th, 2025. I'm recording this, though, in the evening of the 27th, and I've been in work all day. So it was just a little bit ago that I got the news that there's another school-related shooting in this country. And while I know that people are killed all around the world every day, there's something about I work in a school, and so there's something about the school shootings or school-related shootings in this case. Those of us who work with young people, serving young people, even if this never happens directly to us or to our kids, and God forbid that it should, we can see how much it terrifies and traumatizes them as well, that they're growing up in a generation and in a time in a country where this is normalized, and this is just another day in a series of days like this. And so the last thing I really wanted to do today, honestly, was to come on here and read the Rime of the Ancient Mariner, because I'm thinking a lot about those people and the church in Minneapolis. I read 17 people were injured and 2 children were killed, 8 years old and 10 years old, which by my count is about 3rd and 5th grade. So they probably today were going to school to learn to read, or to cut with scissors, or to do multiplication tables, to sit with their friends at lunch, and to eat a lunch that mom or dad packed that they're never going to be able to eat now. And then tonight, the families are going to have a empty seat at the table that someone's never going to sit in again. And they're going to have to look across and see that. And that's the reality now, because we live in a place and time where people care more about guns than they care about children. And we live in this insane country that allows what amounts to the ritualistic sacrifice of children at the altar of the gun lobby. And even though every time this happens, everybody sends thoughts and prayers, nothing's ever done. And I was speaking with a colleague today before we heard any of this. I didn't hear any of this until well after the school day was over. And we were talking about something really rather frivolous by comparison, a school rule about eating in a classroom or something. And they said to me, what you permit, you promote. And what we permit in this country, we're promoting. And we need to sit with that, because we have got to do better. We owe it to ourselves, but especially we owe it to our kids to do better. Other than that, I really don't know what to say. So what I'd like to do is I would like to, instead of reading the Rime of the Ancient Mariner today, I hope to continue back to that tomorrow. But as a way of thinking about this tragedy, I decided to turn my attention to a different poem that I thought we could read. And that poem is Funeral Blues by W.H. Auden. And I was thinking of a few other poems off the top of my head that dealt with sorrow and grief, but a lot of them also end with some resignation to hope. And I sure hope that that's on the horizon for people who are grieving this tragedy, but I can't imagine that's what they're feeling now. And this poem does not end in hope. This poem ends in despair. This is Funeral Blues from 1936, written by W.H. Auden. Stop all the clocks. Cut off the telephone. Prevent the dog from barking with a juicy bone. Silence the pianos, and with muffled drum bring out the coffin. Let the mourners come. Let airplanes circle, moaning overhead, scribbling on the sky the message, he is dead. Put crepe bows around the white necks of public doves. Let the traffic policemen wear black cotton gloves. He was my north, my south, my east and west, my working week and my Sunday rest, my noon, my midnight, my talk, my song. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. The stars are not wanted now. Put away every one. Pack up the moon and dismantle the sun. Pour away the ocean and sweep up the wood. For nothing now can ever come to any good. I think this poem, the speaker in the poem, is directing this toward a lover or a beloved, but I think it applies to, it could be spoken to or about anyone who is dealing with the grief and despair of loss. And again, it ends in the darkness. I hope that one day this sadness will end, but it's not today. And so I hope that what I would like to do is I'd like for us after this to just take a moment of silence, and I'm going to sit here and I'll keep time. If you'd like to, if you're still with me and you would like to close your eyes and join in the spirit of prayer. So go ahead and begin. Hug your loved ones and hold them close. And I wish you all peace, and I'm sending you love.